This is the Rangers POSCAST, your instant game reaction for the Texas Rangers, part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
Well, that's really the most important thing. Your team, our team, every single day, and that's what we are here for. Win or lose 162, we are here for you. And more than anything, I think that is what is meaningful to me, and I know it is to you. And thank you for being with us here live on this Sunday. Welcome to the Rangers POSCAST, your team every day. And in our case, as I said, your team every single game. My name is Jeff Biggs, a longtime host and reporter. Thank you for watching Locked On Sports Rangers, your destination after every single game. You can also find us on the Locked On Rangers podcast feed. That is where you will find the great work of Bryce Paterick every single day. And I know Bryce is going to have a lot to say about this weekend and also the final week coming up here for the Rangers to wrap up this really disappointing 2025 season. 4-2 the final as the Marlins complete the sweep and complete what is just a really bad week for the Rangers. Really an epic collapse when you think about it. I mean, a week ago, last Sunday, we were excited and we couldn't wait, and we were talking about the big showdown in Houston, and now here we are. And if the Astros win tonight and the Red Sox win tonight, I believe the Rangers will be officially eliminated. But in all likelihood, there's a very strong possibility that they will be eliminated by the time they take the field on Tuesday. So anyway, I confess I'm torn. A part of me is angry. A part of me is angry at the way that they played over the weekend. Embarrassing to lose your final weekend home series, to not get a win for the home fans. But then there's also a part of me that has been around the game long enough to know that just like you can't fake September intensity, you also can't, like I said the other night, I mean, when it's over, it's over. and that's part of being a professional, though. And, I understand the emotional, competitive, internal side of it. But then again, this is part of being a professional, and you get paid a lot of money to produce in games and to win games. That's what the objective is. And I think the fans deserved a better performance than 25, 26 strikeouts and letting the Marlins steal 10 bases and not scoring any runs, not winning a game. Really disappointing. And I'm not going to pile on. I don't want to go overboard. Love the team, love the guys, love the players, but I think, as I've said now repeatedly, and we said this before things kind of turned around at the end of July, that there's something missing with this team. It was there in 2023, but it's not there anymore, and it's going to be a very difficult, very interesting, challenging offseason, I think, for Chris Young and the front office, because they're going to have some decisions to make on who they want to keep, who they want to roll with, and who they don't. So, all right, great to be with you on this Sunday. Let's get after it, and here we go.
This is what you'll be talking about.
Well, we're going to talk about Merrill Kelly making his final home start for sure. Maybe his final start as a Ranger. We'll see. We'll talk about Wyatt Langford coming back. Good to see him back. And I also have an update on Corey Seager and Marcus Semien as well. But like I said, disappointing that the Rangers only scored 2 runs, couldn't get a rally, I would think, for me anyway, at the very least, getting swept at home by this team and not giving the fans who were so supportive last night and not to get a win. That's just hard for me to wrap my mind around. I really don't understand that, but it is what it is. I'm not saying they didn't try, but I mean, clearly there's a message in the Marlins clubhouse about how they're going to finish the season, win or lose. And I just have not been happy with what I've seen. I was stunned by the sweep in Houston, and this was really, really bad. And so I think it's natural to already be thinking about, okay, what is this team going to look like? What moves are they going to make? Who are they going to bring back? Who are they going to get rid of? Is Bruce Bochy going to return, or is Skip Schumacher going to take over? I mean, these are all really, important, legit questions, and I'm not trying to go there now. The good news is Bryce will be here the entire off season, every step of the way, and he'll get you ready until spring training starts. But I think it's fair to have those questions, and I think it's also okay. I don't want to see this team try to win some games here before the season ends. So Merrill Kelly, okay, he had his worst outing as a Ranger last time out against the Astros when they really, really needed him to come up big and step up. Again, gave up a couple runs today, whatever his total was. Really, with where this offense should be at, right? That shouldn't be the end of the world. You should be able to win some games. That it's not like he gave up 20 runs, right? But it went 4 1/3, not good. 3 runs, 7 hits, 4 strikeouts, no walks. But I don't expect him to be back. He'll be a free agent and will probably go back to Arizona. So that's that. Good to have Wyatt back. Good to see him hit a home run. Good to see Josh Young get a hit and Cody Freeman knock him in. But that was really it. That was it. And so get a day off tomorrow. Bruce Bochy kind of hinted before the game today that whether or not Marcus Semien or Corey Seager come back depends on where they're at. So that was code to me of if somehow miraculously they're still in contention, maybe they would come back. But I think if they're eliminated tonight or Tuesday for sure, I mean, realistically, I don't see why you bring them back at all. I mean, what's the point? That's silly and no need for it. And let them recover and get healed and then get after it in spring training. All right, when we come back, we're going to hear from you via the Rangers comment crew. We'll do that coming up next. This is the Rangers POSCAST. This episode is brought to you by Zippix Toothpicks. Whether you're looking for nicotine satisfaction or an energy boost, Zippix has you covered with their nicotine and caffeine infused toothpicks. Now, for nicotine users, Zippix provides a discreet way to satisfy cravings and the hand-to-mouth habit without vaping or smoking. Zippix can be a helpful tool as you work to reduce your dependence on vaping, and it's available in 6 great flavors with 2 milligrams and 3 milligrams of nicotine options. And if you need energy without the crash, their caffeine toothpicks are a game changer. So go to zippix.com, use code LOCKEDON for 10% off your first order. Must be 21 or older. And warning, nicotine is an addictive chemical. That's zippixtoothpicks.com. Promo code LOCKEDON. Zip more, smoke less with Zippix toothpicks. And I want to talk to you also about 5 Hour Energy and what they're doing, because caffeine just got a flavor upgrade. 5 Hour Energy shots deliver tasty caffeine in 17 bold flavors. Each 2-ounce shot packs the caffeine of a premium 12-ounce cup of coffee, plus B vitamins and nutrients with 0 sugar and 0 crashes. What you love most about it, though, big taste, tiny shot. You can take it anywhere and get that boost when you need it. It kicks in and it's sugar-free, so you don't have to worry about crashing later. So enough with boring, flavorless caffeine. It's time to give your caffeine a flavor upgrade with 5 Hour Energy shots. Get the favorites you love, or be bold and try something new in store or online at www.5hourenergy.com or Amazon today. And we got to give it up too for what they're doing over at Monarch Money, because did you know most people can't name all their financial accounts or even what they're worth, whether it's 401ks or properties or investments. And when you don't have the full picture, you can end up leaving money on the table. That's why there is Monarch Money. It's an all-in-one personal finance tool that brings your entire financial life together in one clean, easy-to-use interface on your laptop or your phone. Now, Monarch is built for people with busy lives. If you put off organizing your finances, Monarch is there for you. Monarch does the heavy lifting for you. You can link all your accounts in minutes, see clear data visuals, get smart categorization of your spending, and really finally feel like you're in control of your money without ever touching a spreadsheet. So don't let financial opportunity slip through the cracks. Use code LOCKEDONMLB at monarchmoney.com in your browser for half off your first year. That's 50% off your first year at monarchmoney.com with code LOCKEDONMLB. All right, welcome back to the Rangers postcast. The Rangers fall to the Marlins 4-2. Miami completes the sweep. Again, day off tomorrow, and then the final homestand with the Twins, including a day game on Thursday, and then the Rangers will wrap up the regular season over the weekend, next weekend in Cleveland. Alf is leading us off. Alf says, well, at least we're getting to see more of the bullpen guys. They're definitely getting some playing time. Yeah, they are, and I think like every other position, you got a lot of guys on one-year deals in the bullpen, and so I think for Chris Young and the staff, I think they definitely want to really take a hard look and see who they want to bring back. That's okay. I'm good with that. Sean Armstrong, I think, has been the best. Robert Garcia, I think I'm kind of on the fence, but I think in a maybe different situation, maybe with a little bit of work and a little bit of guidance going in to the off season, I think he's a guy that I'd like to bring back. Jacob Latz, I think, has really improved. I think, he should have a chance to earn a spot in the rotation, depending on what they decide to do. Cole Winn has been great. I think Cole Winn could have a really big role next season. So we'll see about that. We'll see what they decide to do and see who they decide to bring back. I'm curious to see if we're going to get to see another start from Kumar Rocker or another appearance. I know they were kind of hoping for that. So we'll have to find out about that. Maybe Bryce will have an update on that tomorrow. But thank you, Alf. Hope that you and Shirley are doing okay and having a good weekend. Thank you for getting in. Shirley got in there and said, good afternoon, Rangers fam. My husband is not able to comment. It's like he got tuned out or something. Oh, okay. I don't know. He was there at the beginning. Shirley, I'm not sure what happened, but thank you. And thank you for getting in, and give Alf our best. We're not going to be on here long, so we'll be back, though, Tuesday night. Isaac says, even though they're down right now, Ranger fan always. Yep, I'm right there with you. Just That's why, part of it, I'm already kind of like, okay, I want spring training to start so we can get try again next season. But I know, we're gonna have to wait a while. Texas Rangers Rich says Rangers are 0-7 since Garcia came off the IL. Total coincidence, or is it? Well, I mean, he hasn't played the last couple of games, so I can't pin that on him per se. But I do think, I don't know, that whole Houston series was just weird. It just I did not expect that at all. And like I keep saying, I don't mean to be redundant. I don't mean to keep repeating myself. But I mean, for me, if I'm Chris Young and the front office, I mean, that's the real heart of the issue to me is, what happened to this team? What happened to this offense? Why did this team just completely collapse in Houston and just go on a 7-game losing streak? What happened? What caused that? What is missing? Now, I know again, Marcus, Corey, Nate, I know we're having a different conversation. I don't mean to, I'm not discounting that, but still, even without those guys, they were rolling. And to see them lose the way that they have has been really, really disappointing. Paul says, love the Rangers and feel bad for the way the season is playing out. I am curious about the losing streak coinciding with Adolis's return. Yeah, again, I can't, I'm not going to blame that on him. I'm really not. I get it. I understand the optics of it, but, and clearly he was not right 100%, but I think he's just not himself and was not able to be the best version of himself. But nonetheless, I mean, across the board, pitching, offense, everybody collapsed. And so he's a part of it. And I think they have to decide what they want to do with him. I think most people think he's not going to be back, but we'll see. Keith says, how you doing, Keith? Good to hear you, buddy. Keith says, bring up Walcott. I don't know if they're going to do that or not. Haven't got the sense that they were, but who knows? You know what? They very well could here this week, depending on what goes down. I think we could see a lot of guys come up, potentially. We'll see. Noah Day says there are some really important decisions this offseason, especially within the lineup. Completely agree. Resplendent A says the flashes of brilliance that this team has shown is capable of really makes all the lackluster performances hurt all the more. Yeah, well said. I agree. Keith says shut down DeGrom, no reason for another start. I agree. I don't think they're going to throw him again. I would be really surprised if they did. Soldier X says as much as a spark as Hellman and Feldman were, they are bench players. Yeah, I agree. Completely agree. Keith says, will I be back next season? Thank you, Keith. That is the plan. Until I hear otherwise, that is the plan. But, I'll talk more about that next weekend. But, yeah, that is the plan. Hoping and praying. And can't tell you what a joy and blessing this has been this season, even though it didn't go the way that we wanted to. TCG says, Rangers looking good, baby, New York Rangers. That was good. AJ says, maybe the Fish will get some respect. Yeah, well, played well this weekend, for sure. Keith says, make an offer to Malley. I agree with you. I would like to see him come back. Alf, you got it fixed. Thank you, buddy. I hope you and Shirley have a good night. Have a good day tomorrow. And everybody, enjoy the rest of your day. And Monday and off day, don't forget, check out Bryce Patrick tomorrow and his show. And I will be back with you on Tuesday night after the opener with the Twins. But thank you. Love you guys. Appreciate it very much. And, we'll see what goes down this week. And hopefully the Rangers can stop this streak on Tuesday night. Final score tonight, the Marlins over the Rangers 4-2 this afternoon. This has been the Rangers POSCAST.